So in this video, we will be installing a Jumbo hotfix on our ElasticXL cluster. And I got to be honest, I have tried this like 5 times now. It took a while for me to figure this out. And the reason why it took a while for me to figure it out is because it was no instructions available on Checkpoint's website. If you want to upgrade a standalone cluster or a HFA cluster or a standalone gate or whatever, one way to do this is just to go into the Gaia portal. So we see here that we have ElasticXL, we have cluster management, we have both of our members up and running. I'm not sure why it's not showing take 10 on both of them. Both of them actually have it. But they're missing one thing here. So let me show you. So if I go into the management station, that is also running R82, and I put them side by side, and I scroll down here, I have software updates. So here I have software updates, here I don't have software updates. So on this one, I'm able to add a package and install it on the management station. But here I don't even have the option, and I have it in advanced. So for ElasticXL clusters, this is not a viable way. So this doesn't work. The recommended way to upgrade a normal cluster or a gateway is to use the smart console. So then you would go into management settings. You would add your package within the package repository, like I have done here. And then you would go into gateways and servers. So what you would do then is just to right click here, actions, and installed hotfix Jumbo. And this will prompt you to be able to download the latest, to use the repository, and just install it. So, does that work? No. It will say that it works. It will install the Jumbo hotfix on the primary member, but it will not install on the rest of the members. So I actually made a video about this and thought great, this is working. It's not. This was like, how do I do this? So I actually posted on the Checkmates community, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to upgrade ElasticXL cluster. Maybe I'm just stupid, but I don't find the information. So after this post, so I made this post on the Checkmates community, I don't find the instructions. So if you go to download the latest and greatest Jumbo hotfix, the recommended version 12, just download here. Now there are instructions on how to do this. So you see here that it's still referring to the smart console, which is the recommended. And I think this needs to be more clear, but it supports Cluster XL. It do not support ElasticXL as of today. And today is 23 of March 2025. So this recommended way to upgrade on R82 is not working. And I understand that this may be the recommended for Cluster XL, but I mean, Checkpoint is going to start to push ElasticXL. So I think that they should highlight it better within these instructions. And it's same with the offline portal. Yeah. The Gaia portal doesn't work for ElasticXL because it's not available. Not highlighted here as well. This works for example, for VS6. And then you have the offline instruction for Gaia Clish. And this is not for ElasticXL as well. So here, the highlighting is not for scalable platform like Maestro or scalable platform. Well, ElasticXL counts in this case as a scalable platform. So it's here. So you see it here that ElasticXL and Maestro follow these instructions. I think it should be highlighted in a better way. And I also think that when you try to do it here, it should warn you, it should fail. It doesn't do that today. Maybe it will be added later on. Maybe it's fixed in a later hotfix. I don't know. But as it is today, it will run through the process. It will install it on the first member, but not on the rest of the members. So then you end up in a not super nice situation, so to say. And it's pretty hard to like see, like, yeah, it's pretty hard to see it. And I just want to highlight that I actually have take 10 on this one. So if I go in to the primary member, so this is member number 1. And if I cp info y all, we see here that we have hotfix take 10. And if I go to g-clish, I can write member. Let me show you like this. First, I will do show cluster. So what is important within ElasticXL is to understand like the member names and so on. If you want to change something, if you want to flip between something. So you see we have 2 active members here. We have 1_01 and 1_02. So this is site 1, member 1 and 2. So if I want to go to the second member, I can do member and then 1_2 for the next member. And then I'm in the second one. So cp info y all. And you see here that I have hotfix take 10 as well. So on both of them. So let me go back to the first one. So just go exit. And I'm back on the central one. Okay, so that's it. Let's do it the correct way, so to say. So let's follow the instructions. So we go to the instructions and we have ElasticXL cluster and we want to we want to install. Okay, so this procedure is regarding Maestro and ClusterXL, and they're referring to sites and security groups, etc. There is an easy way and there is a non-destructive way. So the easy way is to install it on all members at the same time and you get the full outage. So if you just do like install and then the hotfix, it will shoot to all members at the same time and you will have a production outage. If you're doing a lab, maybe that's fine. I don't think that you should do like that. I think that you should practice how you want to do it in production all the time. So that means that you should divide it up into logical groups. So first, primary steps then. You should upload the file that you need into a directory that you know of. So make sure to have the applicable CPU's offline package. I already have that downloaded. So if I go to this one and I go with WinSCP and I try to go to a new one, and I will just put it in my admin folder and I have it here. So upload. So I only have one IP address. So I only upload it to one box. And let's try if that's enough. I don't know. We will see. As I said, I have tried this a few times and I have started to get the hang of it, but I just want you to see it. Checkpoint needs to make it. It's easy if you see it. It's hard to figure out how to do it from start. At least it was for me. So I have uploaded it to my box. So if I check here in the home admin folder with ls, I see that I have this file and it's under this direction. So if I go back to geeklish, so geeklish is the global clish command that is used within ElasticXL. Let's see what is the next one. The next one is to import the file. So let's do that. So then it would be installer, import local, and then home admin, because that's where we are. That's the folder that we were. And this one. And copy paste. Lock database override. And do it again. So you see here that it's importing the file on both members. And if you have multiple members, it should import to all of them. There are commands to transfer files between different members. We can go through that in a different video. But it's more or less says that it has imported the package to these members. One thing as well, when it comes to working with clusters like this, it's really handy to have out-of-band management. It gets tricky and annoying if you don't have it. Okay, so we have imported this file. We can show this by doing show installer package imported. And we see here that we have on member number one, we have these two files, and on member number two, on member number one, we have these two files, and on member number two, we have these two files. So that's good. Then we can do verification. So then we can do installer, verify, and then it would be the second one. And if I just hit enter here, it will verify it on all members. Hopefully. Oh, maybe not. Let's do like this tab. So it's only one. So that's why. We don't have a number two because it's the first one in this list. And then just do enter. And it should do it on both the cluster members. And you see it's collecting data, verifying on both of them. And you can select if you only want to run it on a specific member. Then you type member ID and then the ID number. So the next part of this process is to verify that there is no cloning of the images. So we run this command and it should be off. It should be not enabled. And current status is off, so that's good. And then we want to do install the hotfix on security group members in the logical group A. So it's more or less, we want to divide these two up in two logical groups, and A would be the primary and B would be the secondary. So we want to set the state of this to be down, and then we do like this. And by the way, we can set the state within here, so we can just action and then change state, and it can be down. Or you can do it in the CLI, and then it will be set cluster member admin state IDs, and then we need to know the ID number, so it's 001 and then down. So this means that the first one that we are connected to now will be down. So this for me is a bit strange. Why shouldn't we just upgrade the secondary member first so we don't get multiple failovers or whatever? But we will follow this instruction. Maybe there's a reason for it. I would have started with number 2, but we start with number 1, that is the current primary one. And we, of course, we make some we want to do some ping. So ping, just to see what is the impact of this. So down. And yes, we want to change it. And now we will be kicked out. Hopefully this should not do anything, but we are kicked out. So I find that the easiest one is just to open a new window. It times out so slow. So you see that you are number 2 here, and we go back to key clish. And then we want to connect to the first member that is currently down. So if we do show cluster, we see that we have a down member and we have an active member. So we do like this, member 101. So we are now in the first member, key clish, and then installer, install, and we do tab. So we see here number 1, tab, member IDs, and then 101 like this, and we do enter. Lock database override. So now we're running the installation for this one on member number 1, and it will reboot automatically, which is fine. Yes. Are you aware if the auto clone is enabled? And we have already set this to off. So yes, we are sure. Are you sure you want to install it on member number 1? Yes, we are sure. And then I type my name and then enter, and it should run the installation itself. So the admin state is something that is not kept, so it's not persistent. So when this comes back online, it will take traffic. And as we see here, we haven't lost anything, even that we have made a flip to the secondary member, because it's actually the secondary that is the active one. We can check more of this information if we log into the first one. Maybe we can see it in insights, but I just wanted to show you like this. This will be running for a few minutes, and then it will just reboot, and it will come back into the cluster itself. And I guess we can have tabs here. Clish Show cluster. So this is showing the cluster. It's still up. We can start putty. And the reason why I say we start putty is because the insights, it doesn't work within Secure Excel or Secure CRT, I mean. So if we do insights, here we can see more information. We can see more information regarding the state. We can see the health part here to see that they have the same versions, etc. And we get alerts and events, so to say, for everything that happens. So I'm just going to have this open here, see if we can see anything. And we have this ping thing, and we can do show cluster there. So I think that's everything that we want to see for now. And we see here that the box is currently booting. So the state is now lost. And it will come up, hopefully. It should. When it comes up, that will be the primary one. We will put the secondary member in down, and we will run the same command there to just install it. So we see that the gateway number 1 is on the way up. It's now in its state. And then it will be active, and then it will be the primary one. So we will be kicked out from all our windows when this happens. And we lost one ping. And now it's active. So we lost 2 pings when it became active again. I will say like this, I'm running appliances. It's a virtual VM through a physical network to physical switch to physical appliances, and then I'm reaching Google. So I was not expecting it to be any outage at all, but I guess we need to schedule a maintenance window, or maybe there are a different process for full sync when it comes to scalable platform. So I will shut this down because we are kicked out, and I will log in again, and we will be connected to number 1. We will do clish cp info y all, just check that we have the hotfix take 12, and we do. Show cluster. So we can go to member number 2, member 0/2, cp info y all, and we see this as number 10. So this has not been upgraded. So exit on this one. So the next step would be to go to group number 2. So they want it to shut down, and then we want to run the same process. And after this, they want us to check in insights to see if we have the same hotfix for all members. So we will just change the status of the number 2. So that set cluster member admin state, and then it IDs 1/_1_02 down, and this should not happen anything. It's active, but it will remove traffic from this then. So if we do show cluster, we will now see that it's down. So this will not take any traffic at all. And then we go member 1_02 installer. Sorry, gclish first. Gclish. And then installer install tab. And we see that we have the Jumbo hotfix on this box, even that we didn't transfer it with SAP to this one. To transfer internally, and it adds it. And you see, I don't have a contract for my appliances, so it will not download by itself automatically or anything like this, because I have no support contract for these ones. So installer install 1, and then tab, member IDs, and tab, or question mark to see what it wants to add. It didn't say, so I assume, or I know, that it wants you to add the member ID. So that would be 1_02 for site 1, box number 2, and then just enter. And yes, we are fine with that. Yes, the cloning disabled. Yes, we want to install this. My name is still Magnus, and enter. Yes, so I make this clear. I mean, an ElasticXL cluster can be more members than just 2. So I can take multiple members at the same time. It just wants me to divide it up. And it also highlights that this is the specific process when you have one site. When you have 2 sites, you can do 1 site at a time. So it depends on how many members you have, how many sites you have, how much available performance you have, how many members you can do at the same time. This cluster is only 2, so 1 by 1. It's of course similar process if you're going to uninstall it, because if you just write uninstall on the main member, it will do on all, same as it did with the import and verification. It do all members at the same time. So if you don't specify it, it will run through all, and it will not warn you you are going to have an outage because you're running it on all of the members at the same time. This is something that can be maybe added in the future from Checkpoint to make sure that you don't make a mistake. But that's how it is currently. And of course, if we log into one more member, show cluster, it still says active down, no difference. The ping is still going on, no difference. And here it says 1 error. So it says that it's error or on 1 or more sites. It doesn't say how many boxes are down or what is the issue, so that you need to go into Insight to check. We see here that it's take 12 on this central box, because the first one is on take 12. So it's understand that. It cannot check what is the latest and greatest, because I don't have a support contract for these ones. So this is how it looks during the upgrade, because the checkpoint, it's still for it, it's only single management object. It will be, there will come some changes to this to make it easier to see like what's going on, how many members do you have, what versions do you have on it. I think the information should be shown in a different way, and I know it's on the way. At least we have seen a demo from it, so I hope they will implement it. Before the instruction was available, it was very tricky for me to understand how this was going to work. This like member change, yeah, it's very similar to VSX, where you can go to VS0, VS1 or whatever, and I guess it's very easy for someone that has worked with a scalable platform before as well. It should be very similar. So it's going down for reboot, and we will not lose this because it's the correct box, so to say. And we will see when it comes back up then. And we can go into each member and do the CP info /y all to see the current hotfix on all members. It states that it should be able to view this within Insights. Due to health check. I haven't tried it so much, so I'm not sure how easy it is to spot. But that's what it's referring to within the guide on how to check if it's actually up to date and the same version on all the members. To use Insights or the HCP tool, which is the health, I don't know, what is it standing for? Health checkpoint. Okay, it stands for health checkpoint. But the box is being booted up, so let's see what's going on. It's on the way up because it's active in it. So now it's active in the cluster. Interesting. Now. Now it's active there. And if we go into the portal, we can see in cluster management that it's green. We can see hotfix take 12 on both. So we're done with this upgrade. This is now green because all of the boxes are now up and running. We can do an install of the policy just to highlight that it's actually working. But it's still only one management object, so it will not show that it's installing on multiple members. We can, of course, just as good checkpoint technicians, open up Insights. Just make sure to change the columns and rows, because if not, it doesn't work. I don't remember what is the minimum requirement. It will say if you are less than the minimum requirements. Insights. All of the members are up. Notice it's regarding our DNS. We don't care about that. Alerts. No warnings. HFA, this is the health check. So run HFA tool. Because this is what it says that it's checking, and it's successful on all of this. And I don't know how easy it would be to like see this is not correct. I mean, it says info, it says skipped. Here it's error. Yeah, we're not using this. So I guess it's one of these will check the software version. Post upgrade verification, software blade database versions. I don't know. One of this check will be error if it's fails. At least this is what it says here. Hotfix installation. Make sure the hotfix is installed on all group members, and you should be able to use this too. I will just go in here and check. I'm lazy. So I think that's it. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.